Hi, I'm Chef Steve McHugh, and I'm the chef and owner of the restaurant Cured here in San Antonio, Texas. About 12 years ago, I overcame non-Hodgkin's lymphoma after enduring 8 rounds of chemotherapy. When it came time to open Cured in 2013, I realized that my cancer journey inspired my wife and I to not only eat better and think about health, but the food we were serving to our customers. The restaurant is named Cured not only for how we masterfully cure these meat that you see behind us, but how we feed our customers and our staff and our loved ones. Children with cancer have many challenges. Keeping nutrients in our children with cancer is one of those challenges. The Leukemia and Lymphoma Society wants to provide you with the support and information needed to be an active part in your child's treatment. We will provide you with some practical tips and better address your loved one's nutritional needs. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lindsay Rypkema. I'm a clinical dietitian at the Children's Hospital of Orange County in Southern California. I'm here today to discuss nutrition during treatment for pediatric leukemia and lymphoma. First of all, I'd like to talk about some of the things that make it challenging. Those are the side effects that come along with chemotherapy.
Oftentimes she just didn't feel good, obviously because of chemo side effects, or if she was nauseous. And when she was able to eat, we tried to put as much nutrient-dense food in her that would satiate her and just, for us, help her endure a lot of the chemo treatments that she was going through.
Offer your child small, frequent meals if they're nauseous, and keep them bland. You don't want anything really strong smelling, anything that tastes really strong, and sometimes foods are best tolerated if they're more room temperature. It may be that your child is only able to take bites of things or kind of snack all throughout the day, and that's okay. So let's talk about appetite changes. This can actually go both ways. Some children completely lose their appetite. It may be from nausea, it may be from taste changes, but they don't want to eat. So continue to offer some of their favorite snacks. Try to figure out some high calorie options for them so that you can maximize the smaller volume of food. This may be in the way of adding some healthy fats into their meal or providing a smoothie for your child. You can put in a lot of items such as fruit, spinach, avocado, high protein yogurt, and provide a lot of calories in a small drink.
When I was on steroids, I just wanted to eat whatever I could have, and like junk and candy and whatever.
When Olivia was on steroids, especially in the beginning, she had insatiable appetite. Of course, she craved a lot of salty and sweet, and we just tried to couple it with more nutrient-dense foods.
This is something that really affects both the patient and their family, really. It's important to offer healthy foods that are low in salt and low in added sugars. We know that steroids can increase both your blood pressure and your blood sugar levels, so we don't want to have a lot of extra salt. We also want to limit the simple sugars because we know that simple sugars will increase your blood glucose level along with the steroids.
We would get healthier alternatives that were sugar-free, that maybe had xylitol in them, so that they would help with stooling.
Another common side effect can be constipation. Some of the medications, specifically vincristine, can be very constipating. So it's really important to offer a lot of fiber to your child. This can be in the form of fruit, vegetables, beans, legumes, nuts. You can always add some high fiber to a smoothie, such as some ground flaxseed. We want to also make sure that they're drinking enough water, because if we're giving your child all of this fiber, we need adequate fluid to help move it through the GI tract. If your child is constipated and hasn't been stooling appropriately, you should definitely mention it to the medical team, because this can inhibit their ability to eat enough or make them feel more nauseated.
Some of the foods I liked was eggs, scrambled eggs, and now I just don't like scrambled eggs. And same with potato leek soup, and that's just not my favorite. But when I had guacamole all the time, I still like it, and it's like the best ever.
I remember when some foods she would love all the time, so we just consistently gave it to her, and then certain times within treatment she would be like, oh, I don't really like this anymore, or she said it would taste metallic.
Another common side effect would be taste changes. Sometimes children have a hard time telling you why they don't want to eat, but it could be foods aren't tasting good to them anymore. Sometimes foods taste metallic, sometimes they just taste really bland. So there's some tips to think about and try with your child. First off, one of the things I always recommend is using plastic utensils. If you're using metal silverware and they're already tasting foods as metallic, it's going to make it worse. Try different herbs and spices. Some children like to squeeze lemon on top of their fish or meats because they can taste the lemon. I want to talk a little bit about what factors make providing adequate nutrition so challenging during treatment.
One of the challenges as being a caregiver is going to all the appointments, whether they're inpatient, outpatient, and having nutrition. Sometimes they were all-day appointments that took 8+ hours, and then emergencies would arise. And just having friends, family members delivering food was always a great resource. Preparation's helpful, but oftentimes you're just too overwhelmed with everything to be able to do that. So having support is very helpful for that.
Your child has a lot of appointments. You have to go to the clinic, they need to go to the infusion center. Your life has really been turned upside down. Everything has changed, the schedule kind of went out of the window. So you have to plan ahead a little bit and think, what can I have available to offer my child that will be healthy? Some easy options would be fruit, trail mix, nut butter. You could bring a little handheld cooler, pack some yogurt, maybe cheese sticks. Have a lot of options available that are good nutrition and providing your protein, vitamins, minerals that your child needs. I think it's important for families and caregivers to remember, not every day is going to be perfect. Providing a balanced diet and adequate nutrition during cancer treatment is a challenge. It's hard. Don't beat yourself up. We do the best that we can do with the situation that we have on that specific day.
Some days you're going to have wins and some days you're going to have losses. You know, so there's going to be like ebbs and flows of how well your patient is feeling. And that would be just something to understand that not all of it needs to be a battle, but it's definitely worth investing time in. And it's just kind of like doing your homework, I think, setting that terrain up for success.